All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to our first ever DZone Award show. I'm going to be joined today by Hayata. So I'll turn Hayata on. Hayata will join us here in a second, I guess. Thanks very much. Hey, there he is. How's it going?
Good. How
Happy
are you
Tuesday.
guys? Good. After a long weekend, everybody should be great today, right?
Maybe. Or still catching up.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us live across all the different channels here. This is Blake, Community Manager over at DZone. And on my other side, I've got Hayata. Hayata, what do you do for DZone?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
What do you do for DZone? Tell everyone that's not familiar with you.
So I'm an SEO analyst at DZone. So, my responsibilities are like a lot. But one of the most important things is to make sure our content is doing great. So we can, grow our organic traffic, which is very important to DZone. So that's what I do.
Great. So the purpose of today, we're going to announce our May winners for our May DZone Community Awards. So we've got picks from the editors, we got picks from Hayata, and we're just recognizing the best, brightest contributors across DZone, our creators. We love everybody here that's winning today. And what better way to announce the winners than to have some of the winners on. So our very first award that we are going to announce, and this is an editor's pick, our team of editors got this one. So this is going to be for the DZone Security Champion of the Month, and that's going to go to Mr. Joel Nyland. Hey, Joel, how's it going?
Great. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for being a part of DZone, and congratulations as our first ever DZone Security Champion of the Month. And sort of goes without saying, you put a lot of time into an amazing article in our security zone called Secure Application Development, a 17-year review.
Yeah, thanks. We a couple of friends and I did a talk at Java 1 17 years ago, and we thought it would be cool to sort of revisit that talk and kind of write an update on the state of the world 17 years later. And believe it or not, the world has changed tremendously, but the best practices in application security are still the same. So we're hoping by writing this article, bring attention to security. We thank you for the award and for your attention to application security. We really want to make sure moving forward, we can keep all of our applications safe and secure. And remember, security is not just something we bolt on at the end of the process. We have to have secure design, secure development, secure testing, secure deployment, and secure operations. So thank you, DZone editors. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Hayata. Very much appreciate the award.
And then for those not familiar with you, Joe, what are some of the things that you're going to be working on with DZone, and what do you do in your day-to-day work life?
So I'm currently the CEO of Solution Street. We're a software consulting firm based here in Northern Virginia, but we service clients all over the world. And we build custom software for our customers. And so I'm a developer at heart, so I love building stuff. And I also love writing. I love writing for DZone. And I try to come up with a new article every month or so. And I'm not sure what's next. So if you have any ideas of something you'd like me to talk about, I'm all ears. I'm always looking for great ideas.
But we do know from Samantha that the one type of article we're getting too much of late in Security Zone is maybe you should change your password. So we're probably like way too many of those, but everything else is fair game.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us after this holiday weekend, and congratulations again for your win, Joel.
Thanks so much.
All right, so that's our first live winner for our first ever security award. Wow, that's amazing. And thanks to our editor team for spiking it out. I can't imagine lessons learned after 17 years. That was amazing. All right, and moving along, our next award is going to be for our editor's pick for Contributor of the Month. So editors look at and work with all the contributions coming into DZone across our creators, everyone that's an author writing for DZone. Every month they pick their favorite editor. And so this person is probably going to be up right now with lots of coffee, It's going to be probably 3 a.m. in the morning for them, but we are very, very excited to have on as our editors pick for contributor of the month. Apparently, I can't say that in one sentence. Mr. Raul Rai.
Hey, thanks, Blake. Thanks for inviting me.
Awesome. So, what time is it where you are right now? Tell people a little bit about yourself and where you are.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning. It's not as bad as the last time when I had to wake up at 3. uh, so I work as a group product manager at Logic Monitor. Logic Monitor is a company whose core product is observability and monitoring. So we monitor any sort of device or PaaS or SaaS platform through a wide range of integrations. I focus mostly on the Kubernetes and the cloud streams. So uh, I am responsible for pulling in data from those sources and showing all the data to the customers.
That's great. And as our editor's pick for May, overall in DZone, you're at 31 articles you're getting up there close to 200,000 page views, which is amazing. And then in May, you focused on your series on distributed tracing and ASP.NET with core with Jaeger and Ty. And then you also wrote an article on practical top-down resource monitoring of a Kubernetes cluster with metrics. So you've just really been not only one of the readers' favorites on DZone, especially in cloud, but now our editor's pick. What do you sort of attribute to being such a audience-friendly author and favorite?
Yeah. So I generally write what I like. I generally, whenever I get stuck into problems, I document the solutions for myself, and that's something that if it is something that I would like to share with a wider community, I do that, and that I think because many other people face similar issues, they think that sorry, I'm getting some feedback. To share with a wider community, I do that, and that's the sound. Okay, I was getting some feedback, but yeah, it's generally these are generally things that I just write for myself and document for myself, but I think they resonate very well with a wider community as well, and that's why all of those views.
Great. And you recently started a new job, so tell people a little bit about your new job and what you like about it so far.
Yeah, so I had been working on the engineering side of the business for quite a while, until very recently, I had been in the roles of a consultant, a senior engineer, a team lead, an architect, and all of those roles, but all of them in the engineering side of business. I wanted to explore the other side of the business be one of those people who actually set the direction of the product. And I got this very nice opportunity with Logic Monitor where I could do what I like doing best. So I like speaking to customers, understand their problems, build solutions that would help address the problems of many customers. And that's what the product manager role helps me do. So it's quite different from the typical engineering roles that I had been in till fairly recently, but I'm quite enjoying my time here.
Great. Thanks so much, and especially for staying up late at 1 a.m. there. And then for those on DZone, what are some of the upcoming topics, things that you're excited about writing about?
So there are a few things in the Kubernetes space that I'm actually working on. So people on DZone can expect some more stuff from me in the Kubernetes space, some hidden Kubernetes tricks that they might not have seen till now. I would document them very soon and surface them to my readers.
Great. Well, congratulations again on your award win as our editor's pick for Contributor of the Month for May. Very excited to have you on here. We've got a link in the chat so you can read all of Raul's articles. Thanks so much and have a great rest of your day and week.
Yeah. Thanks, Blake. Thanks for having me. And thanks for the award.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Two winners so far, and we are flying through live here on this Tuesday. That's also feels like a Monday at the same time. Up next is our big award of the month. It is our DZone Dev of the Month. So kind of recognizing our top DZone creator, our top DZone contributor. So we look at this pretty regularly. So this person you'll probably be familiar with on DZone if you're not already. And luckily, we're actually going to have them live to accept the award for DZone Dev of the Month. And so without further ado, Mur Ali joins us again. Congratulations, Mur, as our DZone Dev of the Month.
Thank you, Blake. And I want to thank you, the entire DZone team, for recognizing me. Truth be told, I mean, I think I'm surprised. I think not something that I was expecting, and I'm sure there's a lot more nominees that you had to go through. But so I'm happy to receive the award.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we just look at you, and just a short amount of time, you had 15 articles on DZone that have reached over 100,000 page views, and then when we look at your work in May, it did a lot of infrastructure as code articles. You had the 5 principles articles, and then one on methodologies, approaches, and best practices that were really well received. But we just seen such tremendous progress from when you first started on DZone to now, just racking up that short of articles with that many page views is amazing.
Oh, thank you. So, I think I shared last time when we did this for 100,000 views, right? I mean, I think I'm looking at when I work with the customers and I look at some of the challenges they face and things that are misunderstood or things that are not clear. So those are the topics that I focus on. So as I go through and I make a list of it, and obviously there are team members and there's requests that do come in. It's like, hey, would it be nice to write? So that's how I built my backlog of topics that I need to cover. And truth be told, I do it for myself more than anybody else because it helps me get a little bit deeper and then surface this out and being able to share this with others. And I'm happy to see they're finding it beneficial. So I'm happy.
Very cool. And then for those not familiar with you, if you could say a little bit about yourself, what you work on, where you're located from, and anything fun you did over the weekend.
Sure. I live in Chicago, Windy City. So I'm from Chicago, and I work for a cloud solution provider called Second Watch, and I'm a practice director for cloud advisory and strategy practice. So I get to work and listen to some interesting challenges that organizations and enterprises are having, and how I can help them in their journey and help them understand digital, cloud, data, and obviously the human aspect as well as organizations. So that's what I do. What I did fun on the weekend. So it was good hosting a family from out of town. They came over and just fed them a lot of food. So they're coming from Buffalo to Chicago. So Chicago is known for food. So just feed them morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just take them to places. So they had a really good time.
Oh man, that's excellent. And do you know where Hayata is based out of?
I don't. Where are you from?
I'm in Chicago too. Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
And then I see your office every time, and then I'm like, wow, his office is awesome. Where is he? And then Blake told me, oh yeah, he's in Chicago. Oh yeah, that's why.
It's home office. Yeah, so I just go to client side. So we're basically a remote company. So.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
I have the best of both, right? I'm remote, work from home, and then I get to go to customer sites. So even fun. So. That's good. We got to meet up.
Yep. We should go have a beer or something. Yeah.
Sure.
Congrats. Yeah.
So, I really sincerely thank you guys for doing it, and you guys are a phenomenal team. I love it.
Thank you for great, creating great content for DZone. Yeah, you are helping a lot of people on DZone.com, and this is just phenomenal.
No, absolutely. So some of the topics that I'm in the works right now, one is around modern enterprise architecture. So something that I came up in last couple of weeks, or 2-3 weeks, there's a lot of discussion on enterprise architecture. What's the role, and does it have a role in the future of digital and digital native organization and agile and all of that? So I'm looking into that modern enterprise architect. How do they fit in, and where do they fit in? And then also talk about a little bit about cloud native strategy around cloud native, and what does that mean for the organization, and how do you adopt, how do you move? So it's a lot of discussion around it. Everybody understands it, but how do we go into a little bit deeper, and how do we sort of adopt and build a plan around it? And then observability is a topic that I think it's very near and dear to me, but to get there, it's an effort. And how do we lay that foundation out to get there and really provide that insight organization to really benefit is back of my mind, and how do I sort of give an overall view to that? So those are a few things that are top of my mind, the topics. So I'll keep expanding, and if you have any ideas where you're getting questions, please let me know any topics. So I try to focus a lot around architecture and a little high-level strategy, but happy to deep dive. I think infrastructure as a code was one of those one that from a client meeting that I came out, I was like, oh my God, it's like, we need to evangelize this, and we need to share with it. So that's how it came about. So I had a presentation, which I said, okay, let me just convert that into an article and share it. So I'm so glad to see it's been around for so long, but then seeing that overwhelming response, it tells me a lot. So there's never a moment. Reminder is beneficial to anybody and everybody. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Great. Thanks for that, Mir Ali. And I am surrounded by Chicagoans, or whatever they call people from Chicago, Windy City. But great to have such a great city represented by two of the best. Congratulations on your win. Just amazing. Again, 100,000 page views on DZone with just a few articles. Already becoming a favorite at DZone, and just so happy to recognize you as our top award with the DZone Dev of the Month. So thanks, Mir, and hopefully this will get the month of June kicked off for you right, even though this is for a May award.
Thank you so much. Yep. Looking to get more. All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right. See you, Mir.
Bye-bye.
All right. And moving along, I will check to see. We were going to announce someone, but they may have got hung up. So I will just cheat here a little bit and see if they happen to come back. So we'll just wait to see. And so we'll skip their part and move ahead to announcing some of our remaining awards. And then if I don't, if I do hear from them, I'll put them on live. But otherwise, for the next few awards, it'll be me and Hayata announcing them. So feel free to jump in on any of yours that you want to do. But the first award of the remaining awards that we have is I don't want to speak too much to it. I'll let Hayata do it. But Hayata, if you want to tell people a little bit about your SEO Titan Award and who won it this month.
Sure. So we have a new, it's not new, I think, the second one, in May. So the SEO Titan Awards goes to Neil Agarwal for create a login system using HTML, PHP, and MySQL. So this content is very new. He published the content on May 20th, and then he already gained 85,000 page views. And this content is also original, so it's only available exclusive content on DZone.com. And then it's also the third most successful content in May. So I want to give this award to our Neil but I don't think he's here today. So,
Yeah.
and then the other amazing thing about him or his content is I think he has only one content piece so far, and then his first content succeeded so much on DZone.com. So if you don't have if you haven't published any articles on DZone.com, please let us know. You just need to create an account, and if you have any questions about topics or SEO questions, anything, you can always reach out to us. So if you are here and you are new, you haven't published any content yet, just let's do it,
Great. Thanks for that, Hayata. And you can always get it DZone.com/contribute. I'll put that into the chat as well. We put a link to the SEO Titan Award winner Neil's article that Hayata's talking about. And so that's very great to recognize them, and really amazing article as well. Don't miss that one. Up next, our next award, and I'll speak to this one, is our DZone Java Champion of the Month. They're going to be with us live on Thursday at the next episode of DZone Live, which is going to be this Thursday at 11 a.m. East Coast time. Got a great show with lots of amazing guests. We'll announce the guests here later today, so just follow us on DZone, LinkedIn, things like that. But our DZone Champion of the Month should not be a stranger to anyone here, and that award goes to none other than Nicholas Frankel. So our editor team, looking at Nicholas Frankel, was like, okay, here's somebody on DZone that's been around for a long time. They have over 371 articles on DZone that are almost at 4 million page views. Currently, they're at 3.9 million page views, right? So Nicholas had 5 articles alone in May that got over 20,000 page views. And so it was just a slam dunk. In other words, an easy decision to recognize Nicholas Frankel as the DZone Java Champion of the Month for May 2021. So huge thanks to Nicholas. And Nicholas, once again, will be joining us this Thursday on the second episode of DZone Live, so don't miss that one. And then moving along, one of the big zones that we have at DZone is our integration zone. And so in the integration zone, a lot of people talk about different integration topics from MuleSoft to lots of other ones. And so our integration champion of the month, they couldn't be with us today, but very happy to recognize Mr. Edgar Moran as our DZone Integration Champion of the Month for May 2021. So far on DZone, they've written 6 articles with 40,000 page views, and in May, they had an amazing article on MuleSoft 4, talking about the Unsplash connector. So huge thanks to Edgar for that, and congratulations as our DZone Integration Champion of the Month for May. And so couldn't be on with us today. And then moving along, we've got another zone on DZone that we have. And this was kind of always an exciting award for us to look at because there's so much great content, so many great creators and contributors in this zone. But for our May award for the DZone Agile Champion of the Month is going to be coming from our editor's pick, and especially from Samantha. Just looking at their articles, they had 5 articles with over 20,000 page views in May. And very happy to recognize, let me get this, is none other than Vanita Bansal. And don't worry, I'll put the link to their profile in chat if Samantha doesn't beat me to it. So just looking across Agile with so many great topics and so much resonating topics that they've done, very, very thankful to recognize Vanita Bansal with this win. So congratulations for that. And then moving on, we've got a program called DZone Core. This is for the top contributors on DZone where we help them out. You get a lot of different perks, a lot of amazing things. You saw some of the people here today that are part of DZone Core, Murad Ali, Raul Rai. And one of the members, this is the second month in a row that they've won this award. Our DZone Core Member of the Month goes to none other than Eric D. Chabel. You'll find their latest article on DZone on the homepage today. But Eric's just so amazing in our DZone Core community, generally always the first to welcome new members, and just so happy to have them as part of DZone and also as part of DZone Core. So thank you so much, Eric. And congratulations for 2 months in a row winning that award. Okay, and then moving on, we've got our social media award. So our social media dev of the month shouldn't be a stranger, but if you're on social media, developer working in software, especially around MuleSoft, then you'll know Saravan Lingam. So they're in the process of a big move right now, so they can't join us live. But I do want to spike them out as our social media dev of the month. They've got on YouTube, they've got a channel called MuleSoft Tech Zone with over 6,000 subscribers. They've also got MuleSoft Tech Zone on LinkedIn, but just really amazing social media presence where they're helping out other people, sharing their DZone content, and also connecting with other DZone community members, giving them encouragement and praise across social media. So huge thanks to Saravan Lingam. Thank you for all that you do on DZone, and best of luck with your move. And moving on, another editor's pick is going to be for our DZone Legendary Award. So Samantha isn't on, but Samantha was a huge fan of Luca Cipriani. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And so Samantha's nickname for him is Darth Duck. They've got a lot of Darth Duck pictures in their IoT content. So when you go to their profile, which I'll throw into chat, just a lot of amazing stuff that they've done on DZone with IoT, talking about Arduino, and you'll see those pictures of Darth Duck in there. So let me throw that in chat while I'm actually thinking about it. So in chat, I've thrown in our Legendary Award winner for Luca Cipriani. So if you're following in chat, you can get their link and all that good stuff. And if you missed that, I am working with the team. We're going to have an article up today, which has all the DZone Award winners for May on it. So you're going to get write-ups, links to all their articles and profiles. So if you don't have time right now to write that down, you might just be, depending on where you are in the world, checking email, getting started on a Tuesday after a great holiday weekend. So we definitely understand that. So don't worry, we'll have an article up at some point today. And then moving on, we have so much great content on DZone. And so one of the awards that people really loved, and we didn't necessarily have a way to fit it in, so we created a fun award. So every month, a fun award, an article that's really engaging, fun. And so for this one, it's going to be from Michael Bogan on load balancing Minecraft servers with Kong Gateway. So Minecraft might be a favorite topic of some of our editors. And really for this one from Michael Bogan was just an amazing article. So very happy to recognize it with our DZone Fun Award. And then I've been doing so much talking. Hayata, anything you want to note on that article, or have you not had a chance to check it out yet?
I haven't. That must be a content, right? Yeah. I have to, yeah. Minecraft, why not?
Yeah, we get like literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of articles. So it's always amazing just even on the DZone team. There's hundreds of stuff. I miss a month. So we're always sharing great articles back and forth. You know, with me and Hayata, it's like, hey, check these out. And I can be, hey, Hayata, check these out. So there's just so many great authors out there. So it's always exciting. And it's almost like, feels like impossible for there ever to be a month where either one of us can ever read all the amazing articles. But, you know, hopefully with these May awards that we're spiking out some articles and authors you might have missed. Like Michael Bogan's article here for Minecraft servers with Kong Gateway. Haven't seen the last person here. So what we'll do is we'll do 2 more awards and then kind of wrap it up and do a Q&A. So one other award that we have is going to be a new award for DZone Rising Star Awards. So with, I don't even want to try to say this live, but with SS Satya, I'll go that far. I don't want to mess up your name, but they came back with a vengeance, on fire in May with 3 new articles. And if I have it right, they had 3 new articles in May after a break since 2018. Came back in May 2021 with 3 new articles that had over 80,000 page views. So after a few years break, coming back, throwing up 3 articles that get over 80,000 page views. And overall at DZone, they have 8 articles with approaching 300,000 page views. So it's really amazing to recognize SS Sayada with this new award, DZone Rising Star Award. So just amazing. And that just kind of shows, just even with a few articles, what the reach is on DZone with our millions of software professionals and developers from around the world. So just amazing, and so glad to have you back. And congratulations on your award win for this. And last but not least, we are going to talk about our DZone Article of the Month. So this is an article that really Hayata spiked out. So Hayata got this one. So all props to Hayata for this one. So I will let Hayata speak to our DZone Article of the Month winner. They couldn't be with us today, so something obviously came up with work. But it is none other than Top 35 Git Commands with Examples by Rajiv Bera. And anything you want to add to that, Hayata?
So this topic was on my, wish list, and then I didn't share the information with Rajiv, but he wrote this content for us, which was amazing because I really wanted to have updated version of Git commands article, and then he did it. Yeah, and then he's also a great writer because he's very interested in updating content pieces, and he's actually working on it right now. And, I really enjoy communicating with him and, providing more data, SEO data to him. And he's very capable of, utilizing the data. So sometimes, content marketing is like really difficult without data, but I can do it for you guys. So, and then, he's like totally like understanding what's the best opportunity look like and stuff like that. So that's why this content will be, that's my expectation, but one of the best content pieces on DZone. So,
yeah, so if you're writing about Git commands or Git, definitely great content for us. Really just huge thanks to Hayata for spiking this one out. Huge thanks to Rajiv. We've got him upcoming with some Git live virtual events where he's going to go deeper on this article and some other with Git. So we've got 2 events for this month that are going to be live this month. So stay tuned for the details for that. We'll be announcing at least one of them today so we can go even further. So really excited to have Rajiv with the DZone Article of the Month with that one. And I think, yep, I got that into chat. So I can do some, yeah. And so that really wraps up our live DZone Award show. We're going to have an article that goes up in the chat. We've got links to some of the different articles. Also put in a link to there for how to write on DZone. Really great point from Hayata, just to where you can actually go to learn to write more. I'll stick around for just a minute if anyone has any questions. I can't imagine we'll get any questions on a live award show, but if you have any questions, feel free to put those into chat or comment. We'll gladly take them, but if not, that's cool as well. And we'll just stick around here for another minute or two, see if there's any questions. So feel free to put any questions into the chat or comment. We'll be glad to take any questions you have on writing for DZone, on any of the award winners. Yes. So Samantha asked, we can put this up. So did Kellett win for best ukulele performance again? So it's kind of a running internal joke. Kellett's a great guitarist, but I don't know if guitar skills and ukulele are mutually exclusive. Who knows? But unfortunately, best ukulele performance this month actually goes to Hayata. So we'll have him on for claim for sure to do that. But
yeah,
right. And so our next event is going to be the episode 2 of DZone Live this Thursday. Got an amazing lineup of guests. We'll have Nicholas on to accept this Java award and a lot of other interesting things. We've got Bartek. Bartek's going to be with us. He might even be watching right now. So we'll have Bartek on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Hayata. So we'll have Bartek talking to Hayata for Thursday. A lot of exciting stuff. Maybe even Mur and Hayata will have a beer in Chicago before then. But otherwise, I'll just say on my side, huge thanks to all our winners. Be sure to check out DZone later today. We'll have the award article up. This is our first ever live award show, so send us any feedback you have and just trying to keep it fun. We'll have a link to this video in the article itself. And just to kind of close it out, I guess I'll leave it over to leave it over to our resident SEO expert. And we don't say that lightly. Hayata is one of the best in the world at SEO and content optimization. And if you want to talk just a little bit about maybe some tips for writing on DZone and just how easy it is for people to write on DZone to take us out.
Yeah, so like what we are looking for is, of course, great content, right? So we have to pursue more quality of content in 2021, and DZone used to be like more quantity of content pieces. So this year, 2021, we want more quality of content pieces, and what are they, right? So that's my job, yeah. So I can provide you data, and then SEO data, keyword analysis, and competitive analysis and stuff like that. And then what I don't have is your expertise, because I'm not a developer. I have no idea about DevOps, Kubernetes, like Java, like cloud native. Those things are like totally Greek to me. But I can provide you the data. So I want your expertise, and then you can use my data, and then we can create something really great together. So that's our goal in 2021. So quality, and quality. And also, I love to see original, DZone exclusive content pieces in 2021. So yeah, of course you can syndicate your content, your blogs and stuff like that. But if you are, interested in writing exclusively for DZone, that would be great. Yeah. Those two things in 2021. That's my goal.
Great. Thanks so much for that. And definitely reach out to Hayata, any questions, that sort of thing. It's very easy to get involved, and we're one big family at DZone. And thanks to everyone for watching from around the world. We had people all the way as far east as Australia up watching us, people in Asia, people in Europe, people in America watching us. So just always amazing to get this worldwide audience, and just the diehards that stay up late for this. Just huge thanks to everybody at DZone, whether you're a reader, creator, contributor, and to all our staff, amazing staff and editors. It was really fun to do our May monthly community awards. And last but not least, just want to spike out again, we've got a new DZone containers trend report. So you can go and get that at dzone.com/research. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to go and download it. It's got a lot of great authors in it, a lot of great insight, so don't miss that. Other than that, have a great rest of your Tuesday, and see everybody back again live on Thursday for episode 2 of DZone Live at 11 a.m. East Coast time. This is Blake, Community Manager at DZone, with
Hayata, SEO Analyst at DZone. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.